TakeOver Toronto.
Since NXT has a habit of literally labeling their TakeOver events with sequel numbers, this was a missed opportunity to refer to this event as NXT TakeOver Toronto.
Welcome to NXT!
Mauro Ranallo welcomes us to NXT TakeOver before the event truly begins after the opening video package, thus making any future welcomes to the show meaningless. About 30 seconds of sitting around in the dark. Slipknot fucking rules! One of the greatest metal bands of all time, and for a great NXT TakeOver event in my kingdom of Toronto, I'm deducting the only sins I've collected. One of the most badass ways to open an NXT TakeOver event. Although a sin will be added because why are they showing the opening video package from the view of the audience instead of the traditional way of having the video be the main focus on the screen for the viewers watching at home? This event is called NXT TakeOver Toronto 2, yet Beth Phoenix believes it's NXT TakeOver 26, probably because the previous event was labeled NXT TakeOver 25 instead of Bridgeport. The Street Profits are fun to watch, but sometimes it looks a little awkward seeing them not act like crazy obsessed fans of the main roster after these last few months. Also, champions coming out prior to the challengers is, as of this video, always a sin, because it's tradition that the challengers always enter the arena first. The ring announcer announced the names of the Street Profits, then realized that she forgot to announce them as the NXT Tag Team Champions first. Whoops. Angelo Dawkins forgot to go into the crowd with Montez Ford. Bet Montez leaped into the crowd and said, "Where the hell is Angelo?" Apparently, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish make up the Undisputed Era tonight. I guess Roderick Strong and Adam Cole are not members tonight. Ring announcer forgot to say they are representing the Undisputed Era to make more sense. Collar and elbow tie-up. Denied. How about again? Denied. Well, if you continue to monologue toward Kyle instead of assaulting him, then yeah, you would appear as a joke, not to mention the continuous fangirling over the wrestlers on the main roster. Kyle O'Reilly is an idiot.
Bobby Fisher.
Bobby Fisher? Mauro, his name is Bobby Fish. There's no at the end of it. Bacho Ranallo strikes in the first 10 minutes. Wow.
Dawkins and Dawkins!
Dawkins and Dawkins? Since when was there a second Angelo Dawkins added to the mix? 2 botches in 10 seconds. Yikes. Not looking so good early on for Bacho. Undisputed infringement. Honestly, Montez Ford isn't really hanging on to Bobby's hand that much. Bobby could easily yank it away and escape before Angelo leaped off the second rope.
More chemistry than a
oof.
on the part of the Street Profits.
I don't think Montez connected with Bobby's arm at all in that exchange. Overshot the elbow drop from my view.
Fish lands a forearm across the jaw.
Bobby almost reacted a little too late from that punch, but I just can't stop laughing at Montez shouting bitch prior to the punch. It was hilarious comedy.
Jack on Bobby Fish.
Montez Ford channeling his inner Ultimate Warrior.
You know there's plenty of maple syrup available, Nigel.
Fuck you!
Man. Oh!
Montez was clearly preparing himself to fall face first onto the ring apron, making Bobby's attack a little obvious. Wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too good either.
Trending now at #1.
I don't do the Twitter sins anymore, however, it's another case of Bacho Ranallo, as he says that NXT TakeOver is trending at #1 on Twitter when it clearly just says trending now, hinting that while it's trending, there are other trends more talked about than this.
By Montez Ford.
Montez Ford is really trying to be like other legendary wrestlers tonight. First it was shaking the rope like the Ultimate Warrior, and now the People's Elbow like The Rock. Really? Also, I'm predicting right now that somewhere down the line, Montez Ford will attempt the Tombstone Piledriver against The Undertaker himself. After all, Undertaker is signed to a lifetime contract with WWE apparently, so that opens up that unnecessary possibility.
Uranagi by Ford.
Mauro tries to cover up the obvious rock bottom by referring to it as its original name, the Uranagi, but after the People's Elbow attempt, it's pretty obvious that it's a rock bottom.
From the most electrifying tag team.
Nice try, Nigel, but the references to The Rock already got old ever since the People's Elbow attempt.
And one thing's for
half of the fans are chanting NXT, and the other half are chanting Rocky, and now I got a major headache.
String together.
Montez clearly caught himself before the DDT could really connect in this double team move from Kyle and Bobby.
Wow!
Alright, despite the block-in, Kyle and Bobby still managed to deliver a kick-ass double team move nonetheless. One sin off.
Oh, Achilles look!
He calls it the Achilles heel.
Since when did Mauro Ranallo start doing WWE sins? Probably don't know if I consider him to be a sinner. Then again, I've botched the sins myself several times over the years, so...
Oh, and then
Bobby's a dick to Montez's Fords.
he gets smashed for his efforts. Oh.
Kyle O'Reilly attempted to perform Dean Ambrose's rope flip trick and failed miserably, probably because he's not Dean Ambrose. Then again, not even Dean Ambrose is Dean Ambrose anymore.
Oh, Ford with the cover.
Even if Bobby didn't save Kyle from losing this match, it still should have been invalid considering Montez had his arm underneath Kyle's shoulder throughout the entire pinfall.
Some of the Maple Leafs. Toronto, that is, of course.
In case for whatever reason, you mixed it up with a non-existent team called the Brantford Maple Leafs.
Chaos. And a straight.
Removing 3 Sins for a great performance by both teams in this opening match. As usual, TakeOver events in Toronto never fail to be awesome. Fingers crossed for a possible NXT Canada division. Io Shirai's I really wish I weren't here right now face.
After turning her back.
Well, honestly, I'd be excited for Io Shirai's heel turn when she assaulted Candice LeRae. That is, if they hadn't done it in the most obvious way possible. Losing multiple title matches and getting frustrated when a friend helps out seems pretty obvious.
NXT TakeOver Toronto.
Skip!
Tap Out. Available now at Tap Out.
Apparently, Tap Out is available on a website literally titled Tap Out. Mind blown! Never thought that would be possible, Nigel.
Suffer, and she's waiting.
Pre-match assault. Also, Io somehow did not see that coming. After the weeks of feuding, not once did it cross Io's mind that Candice LeRae would possibly assault her prior to the match beginning.
She gets in the sky.
Damn it, the table didn't break. You gotta remember to remove the covering off of it first, ladies. I guess next time.
Io.
Stupid fucking 10 chants during countouts. Take that shit to AEW, where the guy who created the chant is currently residing. Activate the 10-sin penalty.
What the hell has gotten into Io?
A more important question is, what the hell has gotten into the Toronto crowd and why are they chanting 10 for no apparent reason? I could care less what's going on in Io's mind.
Now she's looking for the running.
Ouch, Canvas took a nasty fall on the Candice. I mean, fuck! Now it's ruined because I screwed up.
Unable to vanquish.
Candice tried to swat Io away while pretending to get hit with a missile dropkick at the same time. That was very awkward.
One of the toughest competitors on the NXT roster.
By this point, literally every single wrestler is the toughest competitor on their roster, since I've heard that phrase for nearly everyone.
Shirai with that.
Note to self, paying tribute to idols in important matches is a bad idea. Just be yourself in the ring, like your idols did.
Victory here would put the winner for the NXT title.
Macho Ranallo hasn't been on fire this much in years. Now he says that the winner of this match could be in a position to challenge for the NXT Championship in the future. Adam Cole better watch his back for possible female challenges by that standard.
Shown by Io Shirai.
Io Shirai. I was going to remove a sin for the cool way Io Shirai escaped the German superplex attempt, however, Candice LeRae did not fall through at the right moment, so that's where I sin. Io's shoulders had been down for quite a while before the referee realized that she was supposed to start counting. Candice could have possibly won at that moment, but the slight hesitation cost her.
Gonna take it to the...
Beautiful sight, picture perfect on the timing and connection. Double center mover for that. Starting to look good again.
Like Keith Moon.
It's no surprise that Candice LeRae is with Johnny Gargano, has quite the heart of a rebel, and shocks everyone with her endurance, even though she loses just like Johnny. Few more sin removers for this awesome match and Candice's determination.
There was no way LeRae could tap out.
Well, actually, there's always a way. Candice could have simply tapped her hand on either the canvas or Io's foot, and it would have been a successful tap out. The randomness of Matt Riddle showing up at an event he was never scheduled to show up at. I'm just saying, no time for impromptu promos at an NXT TakeOver event. That's not how these shows work.
Bro.
Saying bro with so many O's is annoying enough. Repeating the word bro as a way of getting attention is as annoying as Vicky Guerrero shouting excuse me. Okay, maybe not that much.
Killian Dane is in the building.
Because reasons. I'm just saying, he doesn't have a match either. Feels weird for wrestlers to travel just to watch the shows backstage, even if that's how the life works. Matt Riddle isn't even connecting any of those punches to Killian Dane. Also, 4-minute brawl just to do nothing but Killian time. Okay, I'm sorry. That honestly sounded a lot better in my head. I gotta think these through. Property damage. So, what was stopping that guy from simply moving over to the side to prevent this very situation from occurring? Kinda ridiculous when you think about it. Side step to the right, problem solved. Stay where you're standing, you'll get flattened like a New Day pancake. And now we get a flashback replay of what we just witnessed less than 3 minutes ago, because apparently we have to kill time during a heavily stacked NXT TakeOver card. Playing the graphic hype to the NXT North American Championship match for the second time in less than 8 minutes. Here's to hoping another wrestler doesn't randomly show up to cause random brawls randomly at a random moment. Random. It's awesome that the Toronto Raptors get recognition for the first ever NBA Championship victory earlier this year. But something about Velveteen Dream, a non-Canadian wrestler, promoting it just for a flashy entrance feels wrong. But yay, anything to get the crowd to pop, I presume.
Making his way to the ring.
The cheerleaders' dance is off sync to Velveteen Dream's entrance music. They couldn't have listened to the beat of the music prior to this or something?
He beat Roderick Strong. He cemented his legacy.
I highly doubt that. I seriously doubt that defeating Roderick Strong would cement the legacy of Pete Dunne in any way.
NXT North American title.
In case for whatever reason you thought a non-existent NXT South American Championship was going to be decided in this match tonight.
He's lost the cruiserweight.
Upon the beginning of this match, Velveteen Dream makes the dumb mistake of immediately turning his back on both Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong. Double bad idea, double sin. How about instead of telling Pete to pay attention to you, Roderick, I don't know, tell him to fight you or something? Sounds far more entertaining than what we are watching right now. Oh no, Velveteen has ripped off his white straps from his outfit. Oh no, Pete is so screwed now. The carnage that's about to ensue is unbearable, all because of ripped off straps.
Sure, he keeps his eyes on both opponents.
Roderick was watching Velveteen the entire time, and yeah, you know how the rest of the sin goes. Let's just count it. The wave, along with the innocent smile of Velveteen Dream, knowing full well he's gonna get his ass kicked, was freaking awesome comedy. Once and off. Roderick Strong is addicted to Velveteen's dreams. Shattered his dreams? Oh wait, that's actually Goldust.
Here in the home of the Raptors, nothing but nuts!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Are looking to shock each other's systems.
Stop! Stop! Freaking stop already!
Velveteen Dream doesn't have to lose in order to lose his title.
Well, technically, if he's on the losing side of the match, then yes, Velveteen actually does have to lose in order to lose his title, whether involved in the decision or not.
Oh, so strong in this matchup!
Sorry, but the moment gets ruined when you see Velveteen Dream having to run in position to get hit with Pete Dunne's moonsault. And even then, he still didn't get hit.
And Pete Dunne almost becoming a two-time champion.
How many times is Bacho Ronaldo gonna, botch? Pete Dunne almost became a two-time champion despite the fact that he hasn't held the NXT North American Championship even once. Let me guess, Appleton?
I lasted about as long as an Instagram story. Adam Cole, the inaugural.
Whose name I brought up for no apparent reason other than to state a random fact about Adam Cole being the first ever NXT North American Champion, as if he was even in this match, which he's not.
What's Pete Dunne trying to attempt here?
How the fuck do you not know that Pete Dunne has attempted to hit an obvious superplex, the most common move hit from the top rope when both wrestlers are up there?
Gonna be a bigger boss than Rick Ross.
I'm annoyed enough as it is with the constant references, puns, and botches, so let's throw in an additional 20 sins for Morrow's commentary tonight. I'm sorry, but it's happening.
Pow, pow!
Not gonna lie, that was pretty innovative on the part of Roderick Strong, removing one sin, though that won't help with the 20 that were added moments ago.
On to Dream!
The referee stopped counting for whatever stupid reason. After all, Velveteen's shoulders are still on the mat, and Pete is on top of him, so this should qualify as a pinfall. In other words, this is bullshit. Pete Dunne is the winner of the match and the new NXT North American Champion. One-time champ, not two-time Morrow.
Snap, crackle, pop!
Rice Krispies.
Dream hits a home run here.
And made the Toronto Blue Jays jealous in the process at how easy Velveteen makes hitting a home run look.
Has she ever won anything on her own?
Mia Yim has obviously never watched Shayna Baszler's first NXT Women's Championship reign, a title reign in which Shayna actually did win on her own. It was only the second one where Jessamyn Duke and Marina Shafir got involved. Also, once again, I'm throwing in another sin simply because Shayna doesn't need Jessamyn and Marina at all, and because I can, so there.
She deserves a prison sentence.
Says the person who enjoys breaking arms for a living. Since when did NXT TakeOver Toronto 2 suddenly turn into a horror film with the discount Shield masks?
13,745.
Fucks we do not give about the number of fans in attendance. When you got nothing cool to say, simply say how many fans are in attendance and pretend like it's a shocker. Brilliant!
Again, an awkward exchange there
Nigel, sitting is my job, not yours.
that she couldn't prepare for.
Mia Yim is an idiot if she believes that brushing her foot against Shayna Baszler's face is a good idea. Don't take someone like her lightly.
Whatever it takes. This is Yim doing whatever it takes.
Nigel's trying so hard to get me to play the Whatever It Takes song by Imagine Dragons. Well, guess what? I don't do that anymore. It got old. My fans would agree, too.
Yim for the ride, but Yim.
I know that Mia delivers a successful Hurricane Rana to Shayna, but Shayna literally throws her against the ropes and then just stands there as if she wasn't going to do anything. Hurricane Rana or not. She tired or something? This match is only 2 minutes old so far.
Which, too, it looks like Yim might...
The moment you see Mia Yim hit a haluva kick and then a cannonball, how can you not think that she's pretending to be Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens?
Can't apply a submission if you can't use your arm.
Well, unless you use your legs.
Stuck.
Shayna Baszler has trouble attempting to get her arm out of the stairs, but then has no problem getting it out when the stairs are kicked and didn't move enough to freeze said trapped arm. If she could always pull out her arm, then why didn't she do it before Mia kicked the stairs? You gotta make sense with the logic to be believable here, guys.
Yim, a street rat.
Shayna didn't even trip Mia at all in that exchange. Give me a second, just gotta take my elastics out of my ponytail. I feel more intimidating that way. Shayna was clearly shown having trouble throwing a single punch to Mia with her injured arm 30 seconds ago, but has no problem applying pressure to a submission hold using the injured arm.
Mia Yim mentioned that she would make this a street fight.
And yet this match is just a traditional wrestling match, so I guess Mia failed to do that.
Oh wow, look at Yim!
Mia Yim is using cheating tactics like pulling hair and raking the eyes, but nobody's gonna give a shit about that. But if Shayna Baszler did that, then everyone would be throwing a childish temper tantrum. Hypocrites. Damn, that was actually very good. Was honestly worried that this match would bore me to death with a pretending logic doesn't exist phase, but I admit, I was wrong. The Mamma Mia catchphrase is annoying enough, but now the moment gets ruined when Maro added Yim at the end of it. Mamma Mia Yim gets a Mamma Mia Sin.
This is karma!
Baszler, right infringement. That's weird, didn't we already have a 2 out of 3 falls match contested between these two for the NXT Championship? Also, after all the constant 2 out of 3 falls matches we have seen weekly on Raw and SmackDown for months, I roll my eyes in frustration every time I see that stipulation. Thanks a lot, main roster.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes just to beat the hell out of you.
Johnny Gargano still doesn't realize that beating the hell out of Adam Cole has to be a second priority, whereas the main priority is win the freaking championship! Focusing too much on beating up his opponent rather than winning the match is probably why Tommaso Ciampa beat him twice in a row while handcuffed.
Wrestling full Iron Man mode.
Doesn't look like Johnny's wearing the Iron Man outfit.
Wait for it!
Like we have any other choice other than to wait for Adam Cole's cue. There was a time Adam was standing on the ring apron for a full 2 verses before he boomed.
The Undisputed Hera!
The Undisputed Hera? Well, then again, Adam Cole has the longest hair out of any of the 4 members, so I can see why he'd be representing the Undisputed Hera tonight. Shout out to Longneck Josh for pointing that out when we were in attendance at this show. Title kissing. Adam Cole mouthing the words, "I am better than you. If you want to prove you're better than Johnny, how about we start with no staring contest? Just an idea."
Cole won the first fall.
Impressive. Adam Cole won the first fall of a 2 out of 3 falls match that took place 4 months ago. Can we talk about the 2 out of 3 falls match that's currently taking place? Well, you know, once they stop staring at Payson, that is.
It's bowled over by...
We interrupt NXT TakeOver Toronto 2 to bring you Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. Can't wait for the rise of Skywalker this Christmas.
Avoiding the Gargano escape, and they've, of course...
Alright, let's be honest. The hundreds of counters that occurred in a quick pace for 1 full minute was so much fun to watch. That's how you show that 2 wrestlers know each other so well.
Cole may be a couple of inches taller than Gargano.
These 2 are staring at each other again, so you can't blame us for scrambling to try and come up with something to talk about. Oh no, they're not doing anything. What do we do? What do we do? Let's talk about their height differences. Hurry, go, go, go!
Gargano trying the exact...
That fake out moment was awesome. I love the comedy in these matches. Makes them more cooler to watch.
Run on Cole and the clothesline.
Johnny Gargano must think this is the street fight stipulation he picked for the match. This is the traditional wrestling match, but in some ways I can't blame him, since the ring announcer forgot to mention what the first fall was going to be.
Talk to the legacy that Johnny Gargano has built.
How the hell can you literally talk to a legacy that somebody built when that legacy can't respond back to you, Bacho?
Of what could be 3 falls.
Oh, come on, let's be realistic here. There's a cage full of weapons above the ring. Why should we even bother to pretend that it might not even make an appearance in the 3rd fall? Johnny Gargano saying gotcha before he actually hits Adam Cole with a kick. Kinda weird, honestly.
Gargano screaming out in pain.
Nigel says that Johnny is screaming out in pain, despite the fact that Johnny isn't making any noise whatsoever.
Entertainment's crown jewels.
Hey! It's bad enough we have to deal with a sequel to Crown Jewel on Halloween this year, but we don't need to hear those 2 dangerous words in professional wrestling.
To expose the injured knee of Adam Cole.
Adam Cole asks what Johnny's saying. The referee informs him that Johnny says no, to which Adam asks the question again a second later. What are you, deaf or something?
Is Cole gonna try this?
Oh no, definitely not. No way Adam is gonna try this, as you quoted it, Nigel. No way in hell.
Remember, this is the first fall.
Toronto is also the capital city of Ontario here in Canada, if you somehow didn't know that either. Oh, wait, nobody pays attention to Canadian history. Forgot, they don't care.
You gotta remember these 2 have been in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Oh, don't worry, we already know that, Beth. Commentators wouldn't stop talking about it for the first 5 minutes of this match. No worries, we didn't forget.
The 3s in life, you can count on death.
Another great counter from Adam's super kick. Johnny Gargano is pretty innovative tonight. Because he's so good in the ring, why the hell does this guy lose 9 times out of 10?
Speaking of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
That phrase only works if you had been previously talking about Ric Flair in this match, which you haven't. Hell, I don't think Ric Flair's name was mentioned throughout this entire show. How is this speaking of Ric Flair if that's the case?
They're so well.
Fireman.
Adam Cole's got an injured leg, right? You know, after Johnny targeted it for 3 minutes and even pressed his knees against it from the ropes. So how the hell is Adam able to lift up Johnny like that without wincing in pain or feeling any sort of pain? Makes no sense. An injured leg would have prevented Adam from doing that, but let's face it, he's going to completely ignore the injury for the remainder of this 47-minute match, isn't he? Most likely, so let's throw in 15 cents for failing to sell injuries just like Seth Rollins does.
Just battle here with
What a devastating bro kick to the air.
Can't carry his weight.
Ouch! That hurt me just by looking at it from the audience, so let's remove 2 more sins from this already loaded sin counter.
Again, this is still the punch.
Effective, but that didn't look much like a super kick from my view. It looked kind of like a lazy kick if that makes sense.
Course, former NXT champion.
The referee gives Adam his 5 count. Adam ignores him and continues to stomp on Johnny, but for whatever reason, the referee didn't say 5 and disqualify Adam, thus giving Johnny the first victory. Bullshit! Adam Cole once again risks losing the first fall. I get that he would still have one more chance to get his first fall later, but it's not exactly a good strategy to be 1 point behind in this type of match.
Adam Cole's the one who wanted a one-on-one wrestling match.
Mauro Ranallo would be great at Sins too. Wait, I already touched on that earlier.
Even the referee's asking him, you can't bring a chair.
That's not asking him, Bacho. That's telling him he can't bring a chair into the ring. How many more times tonight?
Well,
Adam Cole is addicted to Johnny's Garganos.
Despicable move.
Oh, it was fun for me and him to break some rules.
Thank you, Nigel! Can't believe how hypocritical the commentators get in this scenario. Bad guy cheats? Despicable. Good guy cheats? Gotta do what you gotta do. Fuck y'all. Adam Cole taking a seat and relaxing. Not exactly a good idea when you're facing someone like Johnny Gargano, you moron. What the hell do you think you're doing? Johnny's getting back to his feet. 3 cents for Adam's continuous stupidity in this first fall. See what happens? That's what you deserve if you turn your back on your opponent for the dumbest reasons. Looks like Johnny Gargano is also a stupid dumbass in this match, once again thinking about only punishing his opponent instead of taking a lead, which ultimately leads up to his 14,604th defeat in an NXT Championship match. Another 3 cents for Johnny's stupidity.
Why would he do that?
That's what I want to know. Does he not give a shit about the NXT Championship when he's challenged for it more times than anyone else combined? Wah, wah. Don't mind us, we're just taking a lovely walk in the crowd, using nothing as an advantage to get the next fall that must take place in the ring. Damn, Adam Cole's hands must be taking quite the hellacious punishment in this moment tonight. Yikes. Wasting time with a selfie. Who do you think you are, Tyler Breeze? I bet now Johnny is thinking, damn it, I should have selected a Falls Count Anywhere match for this fall.
Remember, pinfall's anywhere.
What? It's a street fight, not a Falls Count Anywhere match. Should I rename this video Everything Wrong with NXT TakeOver Bot Show or something? Because there's a lot of that in this Sins video. Mamma Mia. Not the catchphrase itself, just the fact that Maracle said it with 10,000 A's. About 2 minutes of Johnny hesitating, thinking, and deciding to bring in more tables, allowing Adam to recover. What's better than 1 table? 2 tables! Just like Adam's hesitation before when he decided to yell at the referee, Johnny got what he deserved for doing nothing except throw weapons in the ring. Couldn't have just brought 1 table and 1 chair in the ring and then immediately attacked Adam with it instead of letting him recover? Am I the only one thinking logically here? Feels like a combination of the barbed wire steel cage match and that asylum match from 3 years ago. And that combination is so awesome, I'm removing 20 sins. Holy shit, am I right?
Who wants the NXT Championship?
Clearly not Johnny Gargano if all he's doing is focusing on punishment and not the title itself.
Like Major League Baseball.
Guess it's not the first time that the Toronto Blue Jays got jealous because of successful home runs connected during this event. Respect. A lot of fucking respect.
Barbed wire at the top.
Holy fucking shit! What was all these epic moves in the first 35 minutes of this match, huh? Even before the cage got introduced.
Gargano having Adam Cole.
Mauro Ranallo's delayed reaction to Adam Cole hitting Johnny Gargano with a chair. Hope we're almost done. I'm starting to think that Triple H was the one who had this cage set up the moment I see the sledgehammer up there.
Johnny Gargano wants to play the game.
Ugh.
I don't know, this may be going too far, guys.
Really? There's chains, straitjackets, chairs, tables, ladders, and even fucking barbed wire! But it's the sledgehammer that's considered too far.
Interesting strategy.
Interesting strategy? Climbing a ladder in a barbed wire steel cage match where there's no title hanging above the ring is a stupid strategy. I'm just saying, it is.
But otherwise...
Near the end of this match, Adam starts monologuing instead of finishing off Johnny. If he loses because of that, it's his own fault. Fighting.
Oh my god!
Shit, now I'm removing 10 sins. I can't believe how insanely awesome this match is. Yes, I'm gonna cut off the barbed wire. Hopefully this idea doesn't ultimately cost me the title match when I'm unable to hit Adam with it at all. Damn it, they missed the table.